Hey everyone, it's Simi Sarah. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I am really glad to be back. I ended up coming down with COVID and then losing my voice completely from another cold. So it's been a long time since I've been able to do a voiceover, since I don't sound like I am like a smoker anymore. So I sound a little bit better. You can kind of hear a little bit congestion, but I'm doing a lot better. So thanks for your patience. I'm really looking forward to getting some of these videos out. I was still creating videos, and in fact, I released one with just like music in the background, but I like held off on this house specifically because I wanted to talk about the inspiration for it and like my thoughts with it. So I really tried my hardest with like the terrain and landscape with creating a split level home. And if you know anything about the Sims building, you know that split levels are just not doable, which makes me really sad. That's something I miss desperately in The Sims 3. That was actually one of the things that I put in there, like the top 10 things I miss about The Sims 3. And one of them was how you could have like a garage and the stairs leading up into the house being different levels. So I really miss that still, but I made it do. I used a couple like different ways to do it, and I wanted this to be a very mid-century home. So you'll see these rooftops that have a combination of um, platforms as well as like one-sided, like what's that called? I don't know, like just not like all pointy. They're not all pointed. That's what I'm trying to say. I with the split level, I make the bottom level a garage, but since there's no cars, I turn it into what becomes like an activity skill building place. And then the upstairs is where everything else ends up being. So I um with the mid-century vibe that I was going for, I wanted to get a sunroof in the entrance area. So I used the platforms in order to achieve that look. And then also the landscaping, I really wanted to focus on making it really feel like it fit and was lived in and just kind of homey with like the mid-century vibe. So I've got like vines crawling up the sides. I use these like spruce things to frame out the garage. And then I spend a lot of time here working on just like completely filling this space up with plants, with rocks, um, and it creates like a really cool garden bed. So that was definitely like my favorite part of this build, I think, is the landscaping, which I know you'll kind of see more or like better with the screenshots at the end. I use the platform trick, if you're wondering, in order to get it to lay on the ground and not like floating a little bit. So, um, and then I basically just work on like trying to make sure that everything looks cohesive, I guess. I end up going to the backyard and really adding a lot more to that later, but I did want to add on this really fun porch. I'm can't like I'm in love with the backyard and like from that porch I actually create almost like a lighthouse watchtower guest bedroom, I guess. And I love that bedroom because it kind of reminds me of like what I would have loved to have as a teenager living in growing up and things. Like this whole secluded, kind of off the house but still attached like bedroom. So that ends up being like my favorite, which you can kind of see already where it's going to be with that really tall section of the roofing. So then I'm working on my little sun roof that I wanted for the entranceway to make it really nice and bright. I end up having two bedrooms downstairs and then that third like guest bedroom upstairs. We have a walk-in shower with our one bed bathroom, and technically there actually ends up being two bathrooms because then the one is upstairs in the guest bedroom, but down here we just have the one. And I actually use the Journey to Batu tile. I know that gets a lot of like hits for that pack, but to be honest, like I love that tile. So if you can think of one positive thing to say about the Star Wars pack, I would say it's the tiles. Those are so cute. Those little like hexagons. I think there's 6 sides on them. I don't know. I guess I didn't count, but super cute. So I have a walk-in shower. I get a really nice bathroom or bathtub, and this is like all mid-century decor. I wanted to keep it nice and sleek and like minimal feeling. So I end up using some debug planks to kind of create this little, almost like I don't know what you would say, but like kind of like a placemat area for like kind of their clutter or their usable objects. So yeah, and keeping it really minimal, like I said. So makeup, you got toothbrushes. I put like suntan lotion, but really like I was thinking maybe that could be like cologne and things. And then a cute little shelf for like plants and Kleenex. So the one bedroom is our parents' bedroom, and then the other one is for our teenage daughter, is what I had in mind. So this house was built with the mind frame of two parents that are having a hard time in their marriage. They're fighting, they're bickering, they're contemplating separation. And so what I end up doing is creating like this bedroom, but they're trying to keep it on the down low and not let in to their drama with their daughter. So in order to hide their problems in their marriage, basically the husband sleeps on a cot that is in the walk-in closet, and that way their daughter doesn't notice that anything's different. He's not like sleeping out on the couch in the living room or anything. Like he has this hidden cot. Little do the parents know that their daughter knows that there's a problem, because like she's a teenager and teenagers are way more perceptive than many adults give them credit for. Um, and she's having a hard time because her mom and dad aren't talking about their issues or what's going on. And she just she knows that something's happening and that they're not getting along. And rather than everybody talking about it, everyone's just staying quiet. So her room reflects like all of these like inner turmoil that is just like building inside of her from like lack of communication and lack of like emotional control. So like dad is characterized as explosive and angry, and I have mom as being like this neat freak and maybe like controlling in hopes of making their family like the picture perfect family. Um, and so like the daughter is going through like this inner turmoil of like what to do. So her room, like her emotions come out in her self-expression, and her room is very like gothic themed, very dark, moody, and but like comfortable too. Like that's her like safe space. So in the adult bedroom, I had a couple of these lamps, and these lamps actually emit an aura of like moodlets. So one of them was, I believe, relaxation, I think, um, to kind of like help mom and dad to decompress and relax. And then also like I wanted to make sure there was a curtain before going into the closet to like allude to the fact that like they could in the morning like put the curtain down so that their daughter couldn't like see into the cot. And then we just make the rest of the bedroom feel just like a normal bedroom. And I also thought with like mom's maybe like control or like wanting to be like the picture perfect family and like look all together. So I added like the meditation stool, thinking that maybe in the morning she starts with this like peaceful relaxation to help her relax and be mindful of like the things that are going on in life. Um, Now, like, this is like what I had envisioned, and I actually created a family with this vibe in my gallery. So if you're interested in downloading this house, it's in my Simi Sarah gallery as well as the family. And so that way you can kind of see what like I envisioned for them. And so like this is the teenage daughter's room. We went for a very dark turmoil, like contemplative. We end up getting like this fun, like gaming sectional, and I actually moved the couches from the parents' room to this room. I actually ended up going back to the parents' room and making it a little brighter because I didn't want them to have a black and white theme as well. I wanted that to be like specific to the daughter. I ended up covering the windows to make it darker, and the daughter just has like a lot of mood lights, like just like twinkle lights and candles and things that just like radiate calmness. And then in the parents' bedroom, I end up going back, like I said, making it a little brighter, a little like more put together. Maybe I would even say a little more sterile and clean and simplistic in some ways. But I wanted like they have their personalities in this, but like the parents' personality is definitely like mid-century clean vibe. So you'll see this cute little sitting space right when you walk in that ends up being kind of like this bar entertainment space. We get a whole bar in here for mixology, and as well then like it leads off into our like kitchen space. I am remembering that I do end up getting a half bath as well on this floor. So there actually are like 2.5 bathrooms for this lot, uh, just in case like you were wondering about that. Even the artwork, I really wanted to keep it minimal and simplistic. So there's not like clutter all over. I love to add clutter to places, but mid-century, modern mid-century, I should say, is like very minimalistic. This is probably my favorite like room because of the windows. I love that look of like loft almost. And since this is technically like a split level in this first floor technically, but second floor almost, I think that loft look is like perfect for this kitchen. I do end up getting like the perfect table for this spot. I get our TV area, and since we have like a sitting room with like a bar and things, the living room did not have to be like this ginormous space. I just basically wanted it to be more like a family room. So like you've got like a living room where you like live in it, and it's like cluttered, you watch TV there, but then you kind of have like this, well, some people have like this sitting or social place where you hold company and don't necessarily like you keep it very pristine and clean and fresh. So this like living room is that I get to is going to be like smaller, but it fits well with what like the family's needs are. So I do end up adding a sink in here as well. I did kind of experiment a little bit of what type of island I wanted, but I do end up keeping the rectangle and not going for that round look. I just felt like that wasn't working with what I was looking for. So love this table, screams mid-century. The chairs as well. I went for this like pink and green theme. So like the sitting room or like that entrance area, we've got the green couches. So I wanted to pull that color into the kitchen by adding those chairs, and then having our living room be a living space. I use that projector TV and size it down to make it fit because I like how it's so flat against the wall where not a lot of the TVs are. And then I create like our little half bath, and I keep it very simple, very clean. I went for a little darker like look, like this black or darker color scheme. And then I get some beautiful artwork above the staircase. I thought this would be fun to use from the bowling pack. And then, yeah, we moved down to our skill like garage space. So I make this into like almost a man cave in the fact that it has all of these tools, workout space. I end up getting another TV downstairs here with a couple of like couches. And I did that to kind of create like a second space for maybe the parentals for space. So maybe dad comes down here to work off some steam from his frustration, his anger, whatever, and mom has more like the kitchen living room space. I add a whole bunch of like little kids art on the wall because I thought it would be so cute to have almost like mom and dad were keeping the memories of their teenage daughter from when she was a kid and made all these crafts on the wall. So like a little piece of history with like their daughter and things. I thought that was special. I do end up going back into the girls' room. I wanted to add some posters that really screamed as well, like teenager. We've got posters on the wall. Some of them are like kind of strange looking, like we've got kind of like a war poster and things like that to complete her look. Yeah. So the last thing I do is I focus on the outside, specifically in the back. I add a really fun patio using some of the blooming kit pack items like the end tables there, that lamp with the plant, and cute little stools. I tried to make this umbrella work, but it kept like the base was just so big that it was overlapping. So I don't remember if I actually end up using an umbrella at all. I think I just use a rug to kind of finish the space off. And then this is my guest bedroom that I was talking about. It ends up having a very small bathroom, but um, you could have either a butler if you have the vintage glamour pack up here. You could hire a or put out an ad for a roommate and take some rent for them. Or maybe it could be a like mother-in-law suite. You could use it whatever you want, but it's a really fun like treehouse vibe bedroom. Still minimal, still very clean, sleek, white, not filled with clutter or color. It has some, but it's very simple. Anyways, I want to thank you so much for like your patience. I know my voice doesn't sound exactly like it usually does, but I'm just really excited to be back to creating videos and getting some of this content out that I had been working on for a while. I want to thank you so much for watching my videos. If you're interested in downloading this, you can check out my gallery ID under Simisarah, Simisarah. I have over 700 downloads as of right now. So if you're interested, like it, I definitely seem to be fitting a lot of people's style, and looks like more people like to download than to build. And so I'm really glad to put my content out there. So I have both this house as well as the family up on my gallery. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed watching this. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope to see you back soon on the channel. I have a brand new series coming out. I am really looking forward to posting it out there. It actually has multiple episodes, so stick around to see what that might entail. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.